Good evening. I'm Doug Bleichner with Skeleton Nightly News. Our story tonight follows a tale as old as time. It is a tale of true deceit. It is the story of how one man, a petty criminal from Butts County, Georgia, went on to become the orchestrator of one of the most wide-reaching and damaging con games the tech industry has ever seen. Our story begins in 2008 in Butts County, Georgia. It was a hot, humid summer evening, and a young man of 26 had an epiphany. The young man was Gabriel Stephenson, a computer programmer by day, hacker by night. Stephenson was remarkably successful for his age. In 2001, at the age of 19, he was recruited by the NSA and offered a position on an elite government anti-hacking task force, codenamed Billy Crystal. It was an operation aimed at targeting some of the most dangerous and elusive cyber terrorist cells in the world. But 2 years into the operation, Stephenson's disillusionment with the program had grown, and he was thinking about leaving the department. Finally, in late 2003, Stephenson abandoned Operation Billy Crystal and went AWOL. Stephenson began to turn the tables on his former employer and devote much of his time hacking email accounts and the personal laptops of some top Washington elites. The now famous 2010 image of Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Dick Cheney, Al Gore, Joe Biden, and Barack Obama naked and incredibly sunburnt in the White House laundry room was Stephenson's doing. It came from a private White House image database. But Stephenson's greatest ruse was yet to come. Tired of exposing top-level politicians and Washington elites, Stephenson decided to turn his cunning skills of deception and deceit on the general public. His idea was innocent enough at face value. Gabe wanted to open a cell phone repair shop to repair broken gadgets and tech toys. The company was named Toy Masters, and it boasted a wide array of solutions to a variety of both software and hardware issues on a myriad of mobile devices. In reality, Gabe had something more sinister in mind. The company's true intentions were not to repair their clients' mobile devices, but rather to incapacitate them with a lethal chemical known as Bishop's Spray. Bishop's Spray is a white frothy substance that can immediately incapacitate a user's device and leave a person completely devastated. The trick was ingenious in its simplicity. Pose as a tech toy repair master and spray down devices. The scam wreaked havoc on countless gadgets and would go down as one of the biggest scams the tech industry had ever known. I snuck into an abandoned military base on the outskirts of town. The barracks have been long forgotten by soldiers of days past. They were such a welcome sight after 3 miles of hiking down dirt roads and dirty trails. The next morning, my crew and I awoke to the perfect environment to test out our new Bishop Spray. This is Bishop Spray. Our producers acquired a bottle of this volatile substance, and it was remarkably easy. All it took was a trip downtown and $10. Now, keep in mind, we are under the supervision of a trained poison expert, and we are on a military base. I squatted, gripped my canister tight, put my finger on the trigger, and prepared for the worst. Nothing could prepare me for the grief I experienced after realizing that my favorite tech toy was gone for good. I met up with a man on the street who was a victim to Bishop Spray. He had this to say. What do the words Bishop Spray mean to you?
Well, Bishop Spray ruined my life. It took everything I had. I spent about a month's worth of paychecks on a brand new smartphone, and I gave it to my repair guy. He sprayed Bishop Spray on it.
Totally incapacitated.
Totally incapacitated.
Bishop Spray.
Bishop Spray.
If there's one thing to be learned from the story of Gabe Stephenson, it is perhaps that hiding in the shadows, there may always be those who seek to destroy our tech toys, mobile gadgets, gizmos, and cellular devices. It's stories like Gabe's that we must follow closely, examine, and ultimately learn from, lest we and our precious tech toys are in for a nasty surprise. Bill?